How's everybody doing? Rito here, back at you with some more Puckman rankings. So, we've reached the point where I know the overwhelming majority of these guys, but it's primarily because of G4, G8, and especially Pokemon Go. As I've mentioned plenty of times before, I've never played Gen 3 all the way up to Gen 7. Only games I've played are Gen 1, Gen 2, there are remakes, and Gen 8. So I have no real attachment to any of these guys whatsoever. So there's not going to be a big number one like there usually is. And even though I know all these guys, there might be some I don't know their names, so I have the Pokedex on standby. Anyway, let's get started. This one's right, Trico. Oh yeah, this one curiously enough has an F tier, which is cool, or E tier, I should say. So best, great, good, meh, bad, terrible, and god awful. Yeah, that's fine. Trico can go in A tier primarily because Ash's Trico was such a little gangster. Like, he'd always have a toothpick in his mouth, whatnot, and has like little attitude to it. Cool little dude. I can appreciate it. Are you Grovyle or are you Sceptile? You're Grovyle. You can go in B. I like its long ponytail looking thing. That's all I can really say about it. You're Sceptile. Okay. Sceptile is really, really, really whack. Like, it went from a little kid to a teenager and then to a bald middle-aged guy. I don't like the balls it has on its body. Its tail is really whack. The leaf blades it had on its arm were a lot cooler when it was Grovyle. I don't know, like a rare instance where the final evolution of a starter line is like the worst one. Torchic can go in C. I don't really care about it one way or another. I mean, it's a cute little firebird. Combuskin, I don't care. I see what they're trying to do for it, but again, I have no emotional attachment to any of these Pokemon. Blaziken can go in B. Apparently Blaziken is like one of the most overpowered Pokemon of all time. I think it's in the overused category. On one hand, I really like its cool, like, it's clearly a fighting type and a fire type. It has a really cool design. But I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's much better. But at the same time, I have a bit of a grudge against Blaziken because this was when Nintendo just went balls to the walls, making every single fire starter a fighting type, which got old real quick. But design-wise, it's pretty freaking cool. Also, it's kind of overpowered in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You always gotta, when you're doing the battle towers, you always, not the battle tower. It can't show up in the battle tower though. The whatchamacallit. I like doing the Battle Factory and the Battle Castle. Battle Arcade was pretty cool too. You always had to have a Pokemon on standby just in case you ran into a Blaziken, because a Blaziken could just sweep you so easily. Mudkip! I never cared about Mudkip. I know it's a meme, but I don't care. It's cute. That's all it really has going for it for me. Marsh Stomp is just Mudkip, but weirder. Swampert, I'm putting an F purely out of personal bias. Swampert, at least in Pokemon Go, is one of the most broken Pokemon ever. Swampert is so overpowered in Pokemon Go that it's almost mandatory that if you're queuing up for ranked matches, you need to have a fucking grass type with you. Because if you don't, it'll just sweep you. effortlessly. Swampert out of control broken in Pokemon Go. Hate that I have one. I hate that I have to regularly use it. Anyway, Poochyena can go in A tier. It's an adorable little dark wolf, even though it's supposed to be a hyena. It's clearly a wolf. You know me, I love dark types and I love canines. Mightyena, I don't even know if I'm saying that name right. S tier. Hella cool design. Things savage as hell, and they're huge. If you've played Pokemon Snap 2, these things are surprisingly massive. They're enormous. And they hunt in packs. Like, you actually see them hunting in packs trying to kill this one thing. It's kind of metal. Love its design, though. You're Zigzagoon, if I recall. Cute little dude. Not really sure. I think it's supposed to be a raccoon. It's got a oon in its name, so I think it is a raccoon. Yeah, I'll put it in B for now. Leoon, I think your name is. Leone. I don't know. Leone crime family. You can go and see. It's pretty inoffensive. Wondering if... No, it's the... It's Ferret, where the Pokedex entry states it's impossible to tell where its body ends and its head begins. In a way that can sort of apply to this one, but not as much. Wurmple, D, I don't care. I don't know the names of the... Right, Silcoon and Cascoon. I don't care about either of them. Beautifly is inoffensive. It can go and see. I like how it has a long... They're called Proboscis or something. The first bug Pokemon to actually have that. Dustox is less. I really, really don't like Dustox eyes. Triggers my tryptophobia. Very unpleasant to look at. Kind of want to put it in bad. Or terrible, I should say. Lotad. Lotad can go in C tier. The little dude with the big lily pad for a head. Lombre is worse. Actually, I'll put Lotad up here. I gotta remember what is this. Best, great, good, meh. Okay, yeah, there we go. Then bad and terrible. Ludicolo, S tier. It's a goddamn mariachi Pokemon. Like, goddamn Nintendo. I don't know what they were smoking, but really paid off with Ludicolo. Ludicolo. There's a video I love, and it's Giovanni dancing to these guys, and it's mariachi music playing. Oh, man. Ludicolo is also very strong in the G4 battle challenges. Because it could totally get you by surprise and sweep you if you weren't prepared to deal with it. Because in those games, the Ludicolo was a staller. So it had heals, it had toxic, and it had other ways to just cripple your team. And then it just like shut you down and let toxic do all the work for it. Pretty hardcore. C dot is just an acorn. I don't care. Nuzleaf. A little bit better. Little dude with ninja mask and, I don't know, training pads on his knees, I guess. Oh, I gotta remember this guy's name. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Don't tell me it's crap. I remember getting a high level one with good stats in Pokemon Go and then realizing it's like never used. It's pretty bad. Damn, what's this dude's name? Fuck it, I'll have to look it up. Shiftry, yeah. These guys were the first ever grass dark types. And then Nintendo got a weird... Like, we have 2 grass dark type mythical Pokemon now, and it's like, what the fuck? The point of that? Well, I don't know if that snail and the Scarlet and Violet is a mythical rare legendary, but it's a grass start, which is kind of lame. Should have been Bug. Literally a friggin' snail. Anyway, Shiftry is not bad. I just don't care about it either way. You're Tailo, I believe, right? And the other one's Swellow? Yeah, okay. Tailo, it's bad. Like, it just can't compare to Pidgey and, Was Hoot really the only starting bird in Gold and Silver? Unless I'm missing something. Huh. Swellow's a little bit better, but still nothing to boast about. The twin spikes he's got for his tails is actually really cool, though. I'll give it that. Its hair slicked back. Actually, you know what? Design-wise, it's actually pretty cool. Put it over these guys. I know who you are, but I don't remember your names. Wingull and Pelipper, right. And it's a seagull. Cool. And this one's a pelican. Cool, I guess. They went... I don't know what gen it was that introduced that one pelican Pokemon that, like, get attacked by eating up other Pokemon and then spitting them out at you. And, like, sometimes they, like, shoot out a Pikachu or some shit. Ralt, inoffensive. A little psychic thingamajig. Got a bowl cut salad for a head. Poor little guy. Ralia, I think its name is. Perlia, okay. I like it less. It's not bad though. Ralts can go in good. I'll leave Perlia in. Gardevoir is a controversial Pokemon for reasons I can't go into. You know. But design-wise, it's pretty cool. My Gardevoir in Pokemon Go sees extensive play just because of how many freaking dragon types there are. Like, this thing just wrecks all the pseudo-legendary shit every day of the year. And I can appreciate how it looks like it's just wearing a long flowing white dress. It's pretty. I don't know your guys' names. Durskit and Mascarian. Okay. You can go and see because you look like the water bugs from Mario 64. You're just bad. What the hell even are you? Mascarian? Yeah. What are you even supposed to be, man? You went from a water bug to some kind of moth. You're Shroomish. What's your evolved form called? Breloom, okay. Shroomish, S tier. Actually, always really like Shroomish. Just a little fat mushroom dude who just waddles around. And then I saw a picture of a Shroomish with its face flipped upside down. And it's like the same guy. I wouldn't mind getting a Shroomish plush sometimes. It's funny as hell. Breloom, nowhere near as good, but not bad. You can go in good for now. Occasionally sees play in Pokemon Go when you're in those super whack, ultra restrictive modes. I know you're Slay King. I know you're Vigoroth. Are you Slack Off? Oh, Slack Off is the ability. No, Truant is the ability. Wait, the ability. No, I'm confused. Yeah, Truant's the ability. You're Slack Off, not Slack Off. Alright. Little lazy sloth. Pretty self-explanatory. Vigoroth. Kinda like less than Slack Off, but it's not bad, so it can go in good. I like the juxtapose where Slack Off is one of the laziest Pokemons of all time, and the Vigoroth literally biologically cannot sit still. Slay King, this big bad mofo. A tier. I never cared about Slay King until Pokemon Go. where I had a jacked Slaking on Bull. That's my highest CP Pokemon. That dude puts in work. Holy crap. It knows the Fairy attack and it knows Earthquake. So it has wide coverage. Like, if Slaking hits you with the super effective type, it's gonna kill you in one hit. And then, if it's just normal damage against you, it's still gonna do so much goddamn damage. Even with the fact that it has... Slaking has Truant in Pokemon Go via Yawn. It's basic attack, which does no damage. Charges stuff pretty fast, though. Yeah, he's a big bad mofo, that's for sure. I've never understood why it has this little double tuft of hair in its head. It reminds me of like 90s cartoons when characters would get sick and they like get a little cloth wrapped around their head with a little knot on top. That's what that looks like. Something Cicada is your name. Nincada, right, okay. I don't care. It's the filler bug Pokemon. Ninjask is cool. It can go and be. I like its ability, how it's permanently getting faster and faster and faster. Shedinja is super unique. Shedinja's going in A tier. Kind of tempted to put it in S tier, just for the meme value of it. Back in G4, when you could action replay a Shedinja with Wonder Guard and just be immune to everything. Except me, because I run a Tyranitar, sucker. But I like the fact that it just literally comes back from the dead. It's the spirit of Nincada after it evolves to Ninjask, and it's like the hollow shell reanimates itself and turns into Shedinja. It also has a really weird evolution requirement. Let me try and remember what. I'll just look. Yeah, you need to have an empty slot in your party and an extra Pokeball for it to evolve, and then you'll get both a Ninjask and a Shedinja. Cool. Whimsir! Cute little dude. Not bad, it can go in good. Are you Loudred or you Exploud? You're Loudred, okay. It's got speakers for ears, which is cool. Exploud, I have a really, really strong one in Pokemon Go just to find out it's never going to be used. That is most unfortunate. I don't like what they did with it. Like, instead of speakers, it just turned into, like, I don't know, pistons or some shit. Kind of whack. Makuhita, I love Makuhita. Makuhita's going in S tier. Adorable. Chubby little fighting Pokemon who love to fight. Hariyama. Also in S tier. My Hariyama in Pokemon Go is my #1 Pokemon with the most kills. Purely because of all the Slakings and Blissies that are in gyms. But this guy just deletes through, eats through them so freaking fast. I think my Hariyama's kill count is at like well in the several thousands. It is crazy. Azurill going B, kind of inoffensive. It always bothered me a bit that it always looks really sad or worried about something. Like, aw. Wow, you didn't get an evolution until a later game? What the hell? Your nose pass, right? Yeah. It's a little Easter Island head. Vaguely cute, so we can go and be. Skitty is going in S tier purely for personal meme value. Let's just say I know someone who used Skitty a lot. That's all I'll say about that. Delcatty or whatever. Going meh. Kind of cool how it has like that rich person robe neck fluff sort of collar thing, but that's about it. I am trying to remember your name. Balls. You were the first dark ghost type. Mega Evolution is really dumb. It's just it hiding behind a giant gem. Sableye. Right. Just for how unique it was, it can go in B tier. I tentatively want to put it in A tier just because, I mean, back then, if you were Ghost Dark, there was nothing super effective against you. It was pretty rad. Mawile? I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Mawile. It used to be just Steel, and then it turned into Steel and Fairy type. I'll put it in A tier. I really like its design. Like, its hair is just a giant effing piranha plant. That's metal as hell. Just fitting because it used to be just Steel. Aron can go in B. Cute. Laron, I believe her name is. Not as good, but still not. It's not bad. Turning into kaiju territory. Aggron. I have a jacked as hell Aggron in Pokemon Go, though. It doesn't see much play. I really like the design, though. Like, I feel like Rhyperior should have got something similar to this, but what we got was just kind of bad. You're Metatite. I don't care about you. Metatam, I don't care about you either. Apparently Metatam is one of the strongest Pokemon in the Great League in Pokemon Go, but getting it that high level requires an absurd amount of materials. Because it's not supposed to... Its max level is just below 15... Yeah, just below 1500, if I recall. Like, it requires, like, I don't know how many hundreds of candies and hundreds of thousands of dust. I like you guys, but I don't remember your name. Electric and Manectric. Okay, it's an electric doggo. So, put it somewhere in upper echelons of B. I don't like its head, though. Again, I don't like its head, but the rest of it... Sorry, it's really cool. What is your name? I keep forgetting. Manectric. If I recall, it has a mega form. Más y menos si podemos! These guys are going in A tier. They're like the only good... Well, I really like, there's a chubby Pikachu clone. That's a fairy type and it's orange. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite Pikachu clone. But these guys were the originals. Bustle and Minoon, I believe. Did I get that right? Yeah, I did. I don't remember your names, but I've seen the bajillion of you. Volbeat and Illumies, right? I don't care. You're Roselia, right? Yeah, you are. Okay. I'll put it at the bottom of B just because they tried doing something with it, but that's about it. Its evolved form is kind of whack. You're Swallow. What's your starter version, though? Gulpin. Gulpin's vaguely cute. Swallow, not as good. I remember Swallow in Heart Gold and Soul Silver was another staller. It just try and get jacked up defenses and then either put you to sleep or toxic you. It could get surprisingly difficult to deal with if you let it snowball. I'm wondering if it'd be cooler if it didn't have the mustache. I guess we'll never know. You're Carvana. Yeah. Very cool design. It can go in B tier. Sharpedo's going in A tier. Sharpedo's freaking awesome. I wish it... I'm pretty sure it has a mega evolution, but it just makes everything except what's supposed to be bigger. Like, I wish it'd get a proper evolution to be a full-on size shark. That would have been rad. But it's going pretty high up in A tier. Always loved its design. Whalemer, B tier, and then Whale Lord. Also B tier, I guess. They don't really seem... I have a Whale Lord in Pokemon Go, but it has health out the ass. There's no reason for it to see play, unfortunately. You're Numel, right? Numel and camera up? Yeah, okay. Pokemon's first camel Pokemon. Not terrible. It's like a little lazy looking camel. Put it somewhere around the upper echelons of B tier. Camerupt. Low A or high B? I mean, it's got 2 volcanoes for its hump, which is pretty rad. I'll put it at the bottom of A tier for now. Torkoal. Torkoal's definitely cooler than Camerupt. But where am I gonna... Sorry, I've been having a hard time sleeping lately. Trying to fix some bad habits. Torkoal's the same thing as Camerupt, just got a volcano in its bag. And I think Torkoal just in general looks a lot cooler than it does, so it'll go higher. Spoink, I think your name is. Is it Sploink or just Spoink? It's just Spoink, okay. It's cute, though it's kind of dark in regards to its Pokedex entries, where if it ever stops bouncing, it just fucking dies, because bouncing around on its tail is how it keeps its heart beating. Grumpig, I do not like you. I don't like your design. You're a pain in the ass when you're used by Will in the Elite Four. Blah. Up yours. Spinda. S tier. I always love how they're dancing around as if they're smashed out of their minds. And then apparently, like, no 2 Spindas are unique, and there's like 5 million possible swirl combinations or some bullshit. I don't think that's true, but I think it's true, maybe, well, quote unquote true within the Pokemon universe, but in real life, there's no way. Trapinch is cute. Going B. I don't remember your name. B Bravo. Who the hell would remember that? I guess it's cool. Your pitch can go a little higher. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Whew, sleepy. I like its angular design. Very sharp features, and it almost looks like it's oh, this song would never fail to bring a smile to my face. Let it play for a bit. And there's no Pokemon in this generation that has anywhere near as much meaning as the others did. Anyway, it almost looks like the freaking Giovanni badge. Is it the Earth badge? It is the Earth badge. Huh. Why can't I find a good picture of it? There we go. Yeah. Its wings look like it's a freaking Earth badge, which is pretty cool. That's all it's really got going for it. Flygon! Like... There's a theory somewhere regarding that Flygon was supposed to be someone else's. That Flygon name-wise was supposed to be Salamence. Because it's Bagon, whatever it's, Shelgon, I think, and then Flygon. And then, yeah, their names just got swapped up at some point. I think I used a Flygon once in the Battle Tower area. That's all I can really say about it. Not bad, though. What an adorable little guy. I'm going A tier. Turn. You are one creepy mofo, but your design is pretty good. The cactus scarecrow. That is very unique. It's another grass dark type, though. Man. Of all the Pokemon types that deserve dark as their off type, grass is just not it. Swablu is going in S tier for personal reasons. That's all I'll say about that. Altaria! Ugh. I'm gonna put it in meh. Like, it's clearly a peacock and Pokemon's like, nah, it's a dragon. Like, whatever, man, up yours. You're not Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon is the raccoon. You're... I know you're Viper, but you're... I'm drawing a blank on your name. Where the hell are you? Zangoose. Right. Its design is really metal. And then it's just got a permanent gang war going on with freaking the Viper. But Viper is definitely by far the cooler one. The Viper is the coolest snake Pokemon in all the Pokemon. Like, dude, look at that giant blade it has for a tail. That is fucking awesome. I feel like it deserves... And those fangs, Jesus. It deserves an evolution and just make it even more extreme version of it. That'd be so freaking rad. Give it, like... I feel like if Viper ever got an evolution, it should, like, go into a Hydra form or something. That'd be awesome. Is it Lunatone? Yeah, Lunatone and Cellrock. Don't care. But you're the Moose, you can go a little bit higher. Your name starts with the L or with the V. Never mind. Barboach or Barcoach? Barboach, okay. I don't care. Whiskash. Bit of a pain in the ass in Pokemon Go for the same reason as Swampert, but not to that extreme. Gorefish. Gorefish is going in A tier. I like Ash's Gorefish. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. Is your name... No, Corviknigh's Gen 8. Crawdon. Okay. Crawdon is another example of in G4, if you're not prepared to fight it in, the Battle Tower arenas, you're just gonna get swept by it if you don't have something to counter it. It's so fucking overpowered. What is with overpowered ass water Pokemon in these early gens? Freaking ridiculous. I like its design, but it's nowhere near as good as Corphish. Like, they took Corphish and tried to make it badass, and in a way it worked, but it also looks very overdone. Claydol. No, Claydol is the evolved form. You're Baltoy. Don't care. Also don't care. Though it does look like a freaking... I'll bump it up to B tier purely because it looks like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster. Not Thousand Eye Restrict. I think Thousand Eye Restrict evolves into... Crap. What are you called? Oh no. Thousand Eye Restrict is the evolved form. Yeah, it evolves from Relinquished. Okay, that's the name I was drawing a blank on. It looks vaguely like that, so we can go and beat you. I don't remember your name. I know the other one's Credilli. Lily. I don't care. You can go a little bit higher just because you look like a monster. Whoa, Nelly, I am yawning so freaking much. You're Raul. I call you Raul because I don't remember your real name. Armo something. It starts with an A. Anoreth and Armaldo. Right, Armaldo. What a Latino sounding name. Gen 3's fossil Pokemon, if I recall. You can go in B tier just because of how unique you are. Armaldo. I get what they went for, but they kind of whiffed on it, if I'm being honest. Like, if it wasn't for certain parts of these designs, you wouldn't even know it evolved from that. But at the same time, I can't really call it meh. I have one in Pokemon Go that's really strong, but it's never going to see play just because of how bad it is. I'll put you guys together. Why not? The Magikarp wannabe. You're pretty bad. Milotic can go in A tier just because of how unique and cool its design is. I believe... What's his name? The boss of the Tower Tycoon. He uses a Milotic. And you gotta be ready for it because it's really, really fucking strong. Not Vance. Palmer, my bad. Yeah, he's Barry's dad or some shit. Palmer has 3 different teams he can use in Gen 4, and one of them has Milotic, and you gotta be ready for it. Because again, goddamn, what is with these overpowered water Pokemon in the battle tower? Cast form, I like that it can change forms, and just because of that, it's not going in meh, but base form is pretty freaking bad. Calcion. Casleon. I don't know. Pokemon's first like water Pokemon can go in B. Definitely better than these guys. You're Shuppet. And you're a ghost type, so you're automatically not bad. He's like, I just now realized he's a hand puppet. But as far as ghosts go, it's kind of whack. Like, not even Mischievous was this bad. But it's better than all these, so I'll put it like... Pretty beautiful. But I apologize for all my yawning. God damn, my sleep is just really, really messed up right now. And then you're Banette. I got it right. Banette can go in B. Little zipper monster. Dusclops. You are Dusclops, right? Oh, you're Duskull. Okay, you can go in A tier. Actually, I'll put you in S tier. Such a cool design. It looks like the goons from Banjo-Kazooie. Matilda's goons that just wander around her lair. Have the skull patterns on their jackets, on their cloaks. The back. Dusclops is really bad. I get what they try to do. They try to make a mummy. But no, that's not how you do it, man. It is creepy as hell to look at, which I guess is fitting. That's probably the only thing keeping it from going into actual bad. You, which is what I call the male Meganium. You're flying for some fucking reason. I don't know why. I gotta remember your name though. Tropius, right. Honestly, Tropius feels like Meganium, but so much better. Then its ears are bananas, which is a trip to think about. It's not bad, though. Pretty good. Chimeco, I believe your name is. Chime! James had one. It could go with B. Oh man, I'm gonna take a nap after this. Absol! A tier. Borderline S tier. Actually, I'll put you in S tier. Absol is really cool. Has a goddamn scythe coming out of its head and then has another spike for a tail. Hella cool. The one thing I don't like about Absol is like its little hair just curved into that shape. But aside from that, it's awesome. I believe Absols are like incorrectly believed to be the cause of major disasters because they always gather in the locations of when one's about to hit. But in reality, they're there to try to warn the people. So they have an undeserved reputation being harbingers of destruction. Why not? Why not? I could do a much better why not, but my throat will not allow it at the moment. Why not's going in S tier. I love why not. Wobbuffet met why not. It's just like, why, my fan? Why? Why not? Back and forth. Snow Run. B. Cute. You're Glay something. Glalie. Glaylile. I don't know. You look like a monster out of Mario. Also unpleasant to look at. I'll put it in bad. Feel! Can go in A tier. Just because of how adorable, fat, and round it is. I don't know what your middle one's called. Seal Low. Nowhere near as good, but you're at least cute. So you're not going in meh. Waylord. You're gonna go somewhere in meh out of personal bias because it's so fucking overpowered in Pokemon Go. Icicle Spear is just ridiculous, and Ice is effective against so many strong Pokemon in ranked matches. Oh man, Wheeler just wrecks shit. Clamperl, I don't care. Huntail and Gorbis. You're both really bad. Brelencath, I believe, is one of the oldest Pokemon in the world. Like millions of years old, and it never had to evolve because apparently it's a perfect life form, which is pretty funny. Going meh. Love Disc, you're bad. Bagon, you're cute. Bagon can go in A. I like how it's desperately trying to learn how to fly, so they just fling themselves off of fucking cliffs. That's hardcore. Shelgon. Pretty sure your name is Shelgon. It is Shelgon. Okay. Shelgon, unfortunately, is bad. It's like, it's somehow even worse than Pupitar. And it's because you can actually see its face in your arms and your legs. I don't know why. That just makes it worse than Pupitar. Even though Pupitar itself is pretty bad. Salamence is really cool. Salamence is going A tier. I have a Salamence that is cracked out the ass in Pokemon Go. Has a massive body count. That thing's Draco meter just wipes the floor with people. Your Beldum? Yeah, Beldum. E tier. Holy shit, I just now realized Beldum is these guys' arms. Huh. Latang, like, vaguely better. I'll put Matang in B. It's not terrible. Metagross. Hella strong. Though I do not like the design is nowhere near as much as Salamence. So it can go like near the top of B tier. I have several Metagross in Pokemon Go, but leveling them up is a pain in the ass. It's fairly rare to find Bedlams and Beldums in the wild. And then Metagross is only effective if it has Meteor Mash, which requires Elite TM, and those are even harder to get. On to the Reggies. And Almost all of you guys are lame. Reggie Rock, you're bad. Reggie Ice, you're bad. The only one who's kind of cool is Reggie Steel. But you, like, you're the bottom of B tier. Latios! I don't care, but it's not bad. I'm going B tier. Latios, I like its design better. It's a lot more slick, aggressive looking, so it can go higher up in B tier, I guess. Alright, on to the legendaries. I am drawing a blank on this dude's name. Holy crap. Kyogre! Right. I like its design. It's also freaking massive. God, I wish that certain hardcore raids in Pokemon Go were not in person only. Because if I recall, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon are in person only. So you can't do them online, which really hampers shit. Because people just don't want to go out sometimes, you know? Groudon! Its design is not as good as Kyogre's, unfortunately, even though it's the one that I prefer. And then, oh man, Primal Groudon just looks like it has herpes or some shit. Like, it has these disgusting looking pink blobs all over its body. And then, you know what? It reminds me of... I hate to say this because I love Batista. He's like, by far the best wrestler turned actor there is to the bunch. The Rock's awful. John Cena's not great. He's really good as Peacemaker, though. Batista has flower tattoos on his back, and I remember back when he had his match with Triple H at WrestleMania, like for his big return, it'd be his last match ever. And then his flower tattoos were just like very distracting and like made him kind of difficult to look at, because it made him look like he had boils all over his back or something. It was awful. Then Primal Groudon has that same problem. But I can appreciate the kind of Godzilla design they try to go for. Rayquaza, S tier. High in S tier too. And then the fact that the shiny Rayquaza is fucking black. Oh, that is freaking awesome. I'm getting message in Steam. Unfortunately for Rayquaza, it falls into the dragon pitfall of being quad weak to ice. So, yeah. Like, Rayquaza is supposed to be the master of the other two. But the other two was just like, wipe the floor with it. Because Groudon can learn rock attacks, and then Kyogre can learn ice attacks. Like, at least Lugia is strong enough to survive an attack from Zapdos and Moltres, and Articuno. And then they cannot survive 2 hits from it. So, yeah. That's kind of messed up. And it's not, well... And it's not quad weak to either of them, either. This dude's... Yeah. Probably quad weak... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, Lugia has no quad weaknesses. Unfortunately, Rayquaza does. Its design is fucking phenomenal, though. It's one of the best legendary designs they've ever done. Barachi is cool, but I also don't care. The wish-granting Pokemon, if I recall. I've never seen any of the movies beyond the games I've played, so it's the same thing. Deoxys is really cool on paper. Funnily enough, Deoxys' base form is the coolest one. All the other ones feel really, really weak. I can appreciate what they tried to do. It's literally an alien virus. That's rad. Alright, let's see if I actually want to arrange these in any order. Apart from Mighty Ina at the top, I don't really think so. I'll bump up Rayquaza definitely, though. Phenomenal design. Why not can go up there too. I think that'll be that. I'm sorry I wasn't as motivated or well informed for these guys. Again, I haven't played these games. So, I mean, at least Gen 4 has one Pokemon that's in my top 10 favorite of all time. But there's some winners out there in the other generations. Once we get to Gen 5 and beyond, though, that's when I don't even know their names at all. Or it'll be like my first time ever even seeing some of them. Alright. That's going to be it for me. Until next time, everybody, this is PJ. Signing off.